Here for Food City Friday with Chef Julie, and you know I was sitting over there drooling while you and Amy were over here putting this cake together because I love good apple cake. I really do.
And this one's really super moist and so tender, and it's just delicious. I was quite surprised as I put it together. It's like, wow, this is a really good recipe. And to top it off, just the icing on the cake, literally.
I like that.
Is this caramel icing. It's super easy, and I learned to make it in the microwave. So it just takes 1 stick of butter, a cup of brown sugar, and 2 tablespoons of milk or cream. That's it.
So easy.
And I just put it in the microwave, and it'll boil up to here. And you cook it for a couple of minutes in there, and you know, even through these masks, we can smell how delicious this is. And it will cool, and as it cools, it kind of crusts over. And that's okay. You can see how this one is kind of crusty.
It gets like a little crackly crust.
It does,
on there,
but you just pour it on the cake. I'd let the cake cool a bit, not put it on when it's super hot. Let it cool some, and then you just pour the. We're not going because this one's already frosted.
And this one's not done yet.
And that one's not done, so we can't do that. But then that'll harden up nicely, and then you've got this amazing, delicious, wonderful cake. That is so good. You all really need to try this one.
And you gotta love a recipe that's been passed down through the generations.
Absolutely.
I mean, we have those in our. I think every family has those.
Every family
does.
You
gotta love doing those.
You do, and I actually brought a picture of my grandfather. I had just gotten recently.
Hold this up so they can get a close up.
He was a coal miner in the Jellicoe, Tennessee area, and he's there on the end. But this was his favorite cake. And my mom was really good in her little recipe to make notes. And on here she's written my dad's favorite.
Oh.
So yeah, so she knew that was his favorite. And after I tried it, I thought, I understand why Grandpa Rigney liked that recipe so much, because it's really,
after a hard day's work, a good cake is a great way to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, and just encourage folks to just celebrate those family recipes that you have. You know, it's a precious thing to have that heritage to pass on.
Right, and I love the layers of flavors you've got in there, because you were talking about using 2 different kinds of apples. I think that is smart, because you're getting the sweet from the Honeycrisp, you're getting that little tart from that Granny Smith, and being able to layer that together, and then you put together all of the pecans and the brown. Oh,
now I'll tell you now though, to be authentic, to do it mountain culture, because this was mountain, you have to use hickory nuts.
Oh,
which I didn't have hickory nuts.
And I'm going to tell you something. Hickory nuts are wonderful.
They are.
But they're hard to harvest. I mean, if you're cracking hickory nuts is a chore.
It is a chore. And she has wine sap apples down here is her choice. But
well, you can use any apple.
You can use any apple, but you don't usually find wine sap apples at your local grocery store nowadays. So again, you kind of have to tweak it a little bit. But yeah, this is an oldie but a goodie for sure.
And I even put in a plug every once in a while for Macintosh apples. So.
There you go. Well, yes.
They're good cooking apples. They really are. But this is such an easy recipe. You can find it in your cookbook.
Yeah, bakingwithjulie.com website. Please like me on Facebook, and you'll get a link to all the recipes. Also Instagram. It might be Julie Voudrie, or type in Baking with Julie. And even on Pinterest, I have a page section that's just for the daytime recipes, and I have it separated by year. So I've got this in the 2021 year for daytime, and you can just go there and see all the things I've done.
You got social media all the way covered.
I guess so.
And I looked at her on Facebook this morning. A piece of this is on there. Oh, looks delicious.
Yeah. That's the one I shot yesterday. Actually, was that.
For everything, all the ingredients here, check out foodcity.com.